Hi guys, today I wanted to talk to you all about gut health. Gut health is one of the foundations to having overall health. And when I'm talking about your gut, I'm also referring to the whole digestive tract. So everything from your mouth all the way down to your bowels. So basically that pathway that your food takes once you eat it. There are so many studies that identify the link between having gut dysfunction and also having different types of diseases and conditions, including metabolic disease, obesity, cardiovascular disease, inflammatory bowel disease, and even cancer. The function of this pathway is to basically extract all of the nutrients that it can from the food that you eat. So this is everything from your macronutrients, which is your proteins, your fats, your carbohydrates, including fiber, and all of your micronutrients. So these are essential minerals and vitamins. As well as your diet and your lifestyle affecting your gut health, there are other factors involved such as your genetics and your environment. Let's start with talking about how to identify a healthy functioning gut. Like I mentioned earlier, this really does come down to the individual. There is no specific one way of describing a healthy functioning gut. A few of the factors that I look out for in clinic include regular bowel movements. So you really do want to be going to the toilet, having a bowel motion, pooping every single day. If you're not, then it is something to investigate. The next thing that I'm looking for when trying to identify a healthy gut is it free of persistent digestive symptoms? So you don't want to have persistent bloating, straining, pain, cramping, reflux, diarrhea, or constipation. Sometimes having these symptoms can be completely normal, and it can be due to things like the food that you're eating or your stress levels, but you don't want these symptoms to be persistent. If they are happening quite regularly, then seek some help and investigate it. Next, you want to know if your digestive system is adequately digesting and absorbing all of the nutrients that you're eating. When your microbiome is healthy, it is able to absorb all of the nutrients that you need, synthesize essential vitamins, amino acids, and enzymes, and produce short-chain fatty acids. The bacteria in your bowels will ferment the fibers that you eat and produce the short-chain fatty acids, including butyrate, acetate, and propionate. These short-chain fatty acids are essential for epithelial health. So these are all of the cells that line any surface in your body, including your digestive system, and they provide fuel for these cells as well as cell integrity. They're also going to provide protection from pathogens and have an immunomodulating effect. So we've talked about how to identify a healthy functioning gut, but now I want to chat a little bit more about identifying the signs and symptoms of an unhealthy gut. This is really important. Often clients won't even know that they're showing signs of gut dysfunction until we have a really in-depth conversation about what's going on in their body, including their digestive system and all of those other body systems. So the first thing to identify is the persistent digestive complaints that I was just mentioning. So the bloating, cramping, pain, excess gas, straining, stools that are hard to pass, looser stools or diarrhea, feelings of an incomplete evacuation, so going to the toilet and then knowing that there's more to come but not being able to pass it then. The next thing that I always talk to clients about is whether or not there is any blood, mucus, or undigested food in their stools. So this can be a sign that there's something going on. Food intolerances and sensitivities can also be a sign that there is a bit of gut dysfunction. So I would always recommend to seek some help for that as well. An unhealthy gut can affect your gut, yes, but it can also affect all the different body systems. A few of the key things to look out for involve skin. So there is something called a gut-skin axis, and this is Basically, the way that we refer to how your microbiome or the bacteria in your gut communicates with your skin and how your skin is functioning. So different conditions such as atopic dermatitis or eczema, acne, rosacea and psoriasis can all have effects from the gut. Immune dysfunction can be related to gut health. 70 to 80% of your immune cells are actually inside your gut. So if there's some funky stuff going on in there, then it's no surprise that it is going to affect your immune system. Any rapid weight loss or weight gain can also be affected by your gut health. Changes to your energy levels or feelings of fatigue or feeling run down can be affected by your gut health and also by your blood sugar levels. Stress, anxiety and depression. This is a big one, and I think I'll do a whole separate video on this because it's quite an in-depth topic and a really important one. For now, it's just important to know that a lot of your neurotransmitters or your brain chemicals are produced in the gut. A great example of this is serotonin. Majority of your serotonin is produced in your gut. This is that happy hormone or that happy neurotransmitter. If we don't have adequate levels of that, our moods can be affected, as well as our sleep being affected. And then sugar cravings is also something that is highly affected by gut health, and in particular dysbiosis, which is that imbalance of the beneficial and non-beneficial bacteria. If we have higher levels of that non-beneficial bacteria in our gut, then it is going to affect the types of foods that our body is craving. If you're someone who has autoimmune conditions or they run in your family, then gut health is definitely something that you should take particular interest in. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you taking the time. And if there's any particular topics you'd like me to cover, please let me know. I hope you can understand how complex and amazing our digestive system is. And I hope you all walk away from this wanting to take better care of yours. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.